Project A, based upon the NPV approach, doesn't look very good. Why? Because it has a negative net present value. Should your discount rate be less, it might get closer to making it. I had a client once that wanted to finance a guy for a Rolls Royce because he thought the guy wouldn't make the payments. He wanted to drive it for a bank company car. And I remember all the justifications he did, setting the whole thing up. 14, oh, well, it doesn't work at 14. Well, work at 12. Oh, it doesn't work at 12. Well, work at 10. And he did wind up repoing the car and making the driver Rolls Royce. Crazy, crazy. Now, the B part is a little different because in this case, you're not buying a piece of equipment, and you'll notice if you look at their table, the 100 grand out now, you're going to get back at the end of this, whatever this operation is. So that's kind of cool. So it's not worth 100 grand in year 6, but it's going to be worth something. So let's just follow the logic. On this one, it said annual cash inflow is 16 grand. You see the same table factors going down to 6, across to 14. The middle column is the annuity one, same 3.889. So that group, that's only worth 62,000, which was less than the 81 in the first one. But here's the kicker: you get the working capital back at the end of 6 years. So you've invested in accounts receivable and inventory and stuff like that. You get it back. And even though the table factor is only at 45%, when you add the 45 grand on the bottom line of the 62, you're going to be like about 107 and change, which gives you a positive net present value of 78.24. So, which one? That's negative, don't do the deal. This is positive, do the deal. They didn't even say, it says 2 alternate uses of funds, but often they're mutually exclusive as well. If both of these were positive and you didn't have a limitation, you had access to another 100 grand, you'd probably say do both deals. So they've treated this as one where you can only do one or the other. Okay? And then we're going to go up several pages. And I was not a big fan of this problem, but let me walk you through it so you kind of know what's going on. The first couple of them, calculating payback and net present value, are helpful to you. Again, I did the whole thing in the margin. Let me check and see if we agree on this. Payback and net. Okay, let's go ahead and start on this one. So this is on page 666. The equipment involved 2 different products. For product A, there's 170 grand. Product B is 380 grand. So when you kind of look at that, just right off the top, you may look at it and say, gosh, that's a lot more money to put out. I'll just go with product A. And a lot of people do that. 0 salvage value, so nothing coming back at the end. It gives you sales revenue, variable expenses, fixed out-of-pocket expenses. The depreciation is non-cash, so again, this is based on cash, not GAAP income. So in the first table here, all they're trying to figure out, okay, for product A, again, I would probably have up above the column product A and product B, 170 and 380, because that's what it's going to cost me. But what it comes out to is after you take out the variable and fixed out of pocket for what they gave, product A is going to give you a cash flow annually for, how long is it? Next 3 years. And discount rate would be 16%, so this is going to be calculable. And product B, and you would expect this, if you're going to put out more for the piece of machinery, wouldn't you expect the annual net cash inflows to be higher? So that's what you do first. It says the second step. Let's go ahead. They want you to do payback. So just like we did in the similar problems. Take the 170 and 380, divide it by what the net cash flow is, and product A is actually slightly shorter. So if you were basing it for small business on payback, which a lot do, you'd probably go with product A. Okay, but they're going to make you do some NPV stuff. So let's see how that thing goes. present value. So here's product A, and let's take a look. Oops. Okay. Recognize the numbers. 1 minus 170 is out the door now, and that costs you 170. That's your bogey. That's what you got to cover. The 250, 120. I probably would have just put in the 60. Then I'm going to look up for an annuity, second schedule. I'm going to look up. Looks like, is it all 5 years? It says each of the last 3 years. I'm just looking at it. 5 years, okay. It says products for a 5-year period. So they were just talking about when things were the last 3 years. So it's a 5-year period. The 60 grand, if you go 5 years at 16% on the annuity table, it gives you a table factor of 3.274. Hallelujah to Jesus. Multiply that out and get 196,000. That's taller than the 170. Positive NPV, do the deal. Right? Okay? Then, let's take a look at the loftier, bigger, on the surface, it would look like a bigger number. Putting out 380, there's the 130, when you take sales minus your costs. Same table factor, 425 grand from 380 out, 425 in, you're 45 ahead. So on this one, where the payback, you pick product A, on this one you have a bigger net present value in product B. Okay? So as companies get bigger, they rely on NPV, and they probably will do this. There would probably be a lot of other subjective factors that went into it, like what does the boss really want between these two products? Or again, if you had the money to do both, they're both positive NPVs, so you do both. That would maximize. So I'm just going to show you this part. After those two, other than the theory on the internal rate of return, let's just run through this real quick. So again, you're going to go down. You're going to go down to the number of years and go across, so you can figure it out. So factor for the internal rate of return, which is the same thing as the earlier payback, and you use it, and you're looking for that as a table factor now. You're looking at the annuity table, and you're going across, and for the 5-year period, this thing, like in product A, is what, 22 something, 22 and a half, and product B is like 21. And now all of a sudden you say, oh crap, if I go and look at internal rate of return, even though the NPV was the other way, because product B is so much of a bigger magnitude, it actually has a lower IRR, which would push, so we went from A to B back to A, based on that. And then these other factors, I've never, frankly, 4, 5, and 6, I've never seen these used. So on 4, and that's straight out of the book. It just says that's how you calculate it. You actually show a bigger project profitability in the first one, simple rate of return, more incremental in the first one. You know, you would argue on the NPV, it didn't go up that much when we went to the much bigger thing. And then finally, it just, on 6, this is, do I do it or don't? And you go up and down and up and down and up and down. And then if you go back and read the first paragraph, it says, oh, by the way, your ROI has to be like at 18%. And it's not. I mean, the internal rate of return, the discount rate was 16%. In this case, they're referring to 5. 15.3 and 14.2 don't equal 18. And so they go back and forth and back and forth. Again, for a larger company, I would go with the NPV method. With a smaller company, I'd go with the payback method. And again, you won't see anything like beyond the first 2 on this problem. You won't see any more of that you'll have to know for these. Okay, and let me check my notes here real quick. One thing on what's on for the With the articles, I will get to you the Schrader and Lyles articles to read because it helps in this. The Ryan article, I don't think is worth doing. There's also another article listed somewhere in the learning platform like Block. When we do the data dump next week, there's a couple of questions from articles, and I'll just let you know. So I think that's what we have for week 6, April 14. Okay, that's the end of the week 6 mini lecture and discussion